Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the previous tutorial, we discussed how we create base page file where we can customize some Selenium functions, right? For the click, wait and click, input, some wait functions, JS click, right? And how we use in our pages file. Now, in this tutorial, I am going to show you how we configure our framework, Selenium framework, which we can run on the browsers, different browsers, by some configuring some values. Okay. So for that, we can create some flags here, like browser type given. Like initially I set this Chrome, right? And in our base test file, because in the base test under the before method annotations, I'm initializing the browser's Chrome. So we can read the data from the config file based on the value, like here currently Chrome. If I set here the Firefox or Edge browser, then based on the value, it will run the launch the browser and create the session. So in that case, first we read the browser type. So I can create here a variable, a string, browser type, created variable, and let's create this as a private variable. Now, here I can add a condition if browser type dot equals, let's add ignore case, Chrome. If the value what we are reading, okay, from here, this browser type, here I am using reading the value. First created the variable string type, reading the data from the config files, browser type, and store in browser type variables. Now, in the our before method, I am just checking the browser type equal ignore Chrome. Then in that case, I will launch the Chrome browser. Okay. Next condition I can use else if browser type dot equals ignore case Edge. Then in that case, Edge browser. Then in that case, I can create here the object of Edge browser. Okay. Next, we can add further other conditions. Browser type equal to dot Firefox. Then launch the Firefox browser, right? So in that case, I need to create a Firefox driver object. Now we have here some conditions, and based on the conditions, it will run the browser. Now in else part, we can provide some exception, right? Let's use throws. So any type of exception we can throw or customize exception. As of now, I'm going to throw runtime exception with some message. Please provide the valid value of browser. Okay. Now let's run the test. Here in the config file, as of now set the Chrome. So if I run the test, it will run on Chrome browser. Let's see. Now it's running on the Chrome browser. You can see Chrome browser opened. Yeah, run successfully. Now let's change the value this with H and run the test. Yeah, test is running on the Edge browser. You can see Edge browser is opened and it's navigating the URL. Yeah, enter username and password and login successfully. Right now, let's change this on the Firefox browser, and you will see if we run the test will start running on Firefox browser. Running the test. Firefox browser is opened. You can see here, and it's running the test. I mean, opening the URL now. Okay, run successfully. You can see here. Now, in this way, we can configure the browser type from the config files, and based on the value what we are passing from the config file, it will launch the browser and run the test. Further, in the next tutorial, because we are also can run the test parallelly on multiple browsers. So if we are only setting up the browser types from the config files, so at a time we can run on one test. So in the next tutorial or coming tutorial, I will also show how we run the test parallel on different browsers, right? So in that case, again, we need to configure our code so that test will run parallelly on multiple browsers. So hope this is clear and you understand how we configure the browsers, and let's connect in the next tutorials for the next part of the framework. And if you like the tutorial, click on the like button, subscribe the channel, and click on the bell icon so that you can get latest videos notification, and also share this tutorial to your friends and colleagues. Thanks for watching the video. And if you have any query, just leave a comment. I will reply.